Have you ever felt stuck making a decision, weighed down by the unknown? What if I told you that the secret to clarity and confidence was understanding the context? In today's video, we're going to explore the Clifton Strengths theme of context, and we're starting right now. Hey everyone, Gordon Amerson here, Superintendent of Schools. On this channel, we take my experience from classroom teacher to school district superintendent to explore all things education and Clifton Strengths related. If this is your first time with us and you want to learn more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you don't miss any cool updates or any of our newest episodes. All right, everyone. So today we're going to explore the Clifton Strengths theme of context. Now, context lies in the strategic thinking domain. And so today we're going to explore 3 specific areas of context and how you can leverage context if it's in your Clifton Strengths top 10 or your top 5 to really go further faster in your work. So we're going to jump right in. All right, but before we jump into the 3 areas of context, share with us in the comments below, where does context land within your Clifton Strengths 34? Is it in your top 5? Is it in your top 10? Share that with us in the comments below and let's jump right in. Okay, let's start with the context insight number 1, and that is utilizing history. So within the Clifton Strengths framework, those folks who are adept at context or have it high in their top 5 or high in their top 10, they're really skilled at utilizing history, understanding that history frames and shapes for us an understanding of why things have happened. And that's context in a nutshell. So when somebody can draw on things that have happened in the past, make sense of them, interpret how they will impact us now, today, and moving forward, that's the power of context, is utilizing history as a means for making meaning and making understanding of what we are now seeing today in front of us. So people are highly skilled at leveraging and utilizing context as a strength for them, know and understand how to use history, how to understand it, and then how to articulate it back to others in a means for making meaning of what's happening now currently. So when you think about somebody who's strong in context and you hear somebody who can go back and say, historically, this is what's happened and this is why it's happening and this is how it's going to impact it today, that is somebody who is leveraging context as a strength, and they're utilizing that to help us make meanings of things today. So context insight number 1, utilizing history. All right, let's move to context insight number 2. And context insight number 2 is risk assessment. So don't forget that context is a strategic thinking domain. It's in that strategic thinking domain. So when we think about risk assessment, it's our ability to calculate the cost, calculate the implications. People who have context high within their Clifton Strengths are able to take and do that analysis, do that analytical thinking to be able to really ascertain and determine, is this a direction that we should go? Are these steps that we should take? Should we move forward or should we strategically abandon this idea, this concept? Well, that risk assessment is something that is a skill. It is a talent. It is a gift that people who have context high in their Clifton Strengths are able to bring to a team, are able to bring to an organization. And so really valuing that ability and that skill is something that we, or folks who don't have context high within their Clifton Strengths 34, that we really can utilize and take advantage of having somebody who has that ability on our team to be able to bring into the fold, to bring that level of safety, security, and a little bit of additional time to think about what we might want to do by bringing that all into the conversation. So that context and that risk assessment is a really important piece that adds value to any team. And that's a strength and a skill that people with context high in their Clifton Strengths can bring. All right, context insight number 3, informed decisions. The ability, again, as a strategic thinker, to leverage making an informed decision by strategically analyzing, assessing, reviewing, observing, pulling all these different ways to gather information and data and evidence to make an informed decision. Sometimes it takes longer because it is a much more deliberative process to gather all of that. But the power and the gravitas and the effectiveness of the decisions, because they're informed, because they've been thoroughly vetted, helps the organization move forward. So again, somebody who has context high, almost said deliberative, but somebody who has context high in their Clifton strengths is able to make those informed decisions because they're able to take that extra time and strategically think through everything that needs to be gathered and everything that needs to be analyzed and everything that needs to be assessed before making that powerfully effective, informed decision. So again, that is a skill and an attribute and a talent that people who have context high are able to share with their teams and with their organizations. So informed decisions is a powerful insight, and that's context insight number 3. So there you have it, 3 powerful insights for the Clifton Strengths theme of context. So, and if you want to learn more about Clifton Strengths, you can check out this video here on Clifton Strengths, on Clifton Strengths assessments. You can also check the description below for more information on coaching and resources and information all about Clifton Strengths and leadership. So if you got some value out of today's episode, give us a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, share it with 10 friends. We want to continue to give these resources and these insights. We want to continue to help people be their best selves, to leverage their strengths, their natural gifts, their natural talents to move us all forward in a productive way. So until we see you on our next episode, take care of yourself, take care of each other, be well, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks, everyone.